Okay, so you take it out of the hot water
Yeah.
and you blot it with a towel.
Yeah, put on a towel, take out the excess water. Well, this is pretty cool.
Now, is this leather, I don't know, you probably already said it, but is this a particular type of leather that's good for this?
Yeah.
Okay, what's
this
that?
is vegetable tanned cowhide.
Okay.
So you want to use this kind, and it always is going to look like this. It's never going to be dyed. It's always
Okay.
going to be this sort of buff kind of color, some shade of this sort of raw flesh-colored
Okay.
leather. And it's you can buy it at Barta Hide Company, Lakeville Avenue in Petaluma. Andy Barta is the man. Call and talk to him, and he always sells it in these great big sides, you know, so you can get like a whole side of a cow, basically.
Yeah.
If you want smaller pieces, you can get smaller pieces from Tandy.
And theirs is vegetable?
It's a
too?
vegetable tanned cowhide.
Oh, okay.
They also call it tooling leather. Tooling is the technique that where I was showing you with the tools that
Right.
you use the mallet and you stamp it into the surface.
Right.
That's called tooling. So actually the best leather for getting sculpting quality and for taking the most detail from the tools is called a tooling belly. It's from the belly of the cow.
Mm-hmm.
These are sides, and I get the sides because it gives you so much more surface area.
Okay.
So you can get so many more pieces out of it. The belly is kind of narrow, and it's a narrow strip, so you
Right.
don't have as much to work with. But the belly is stretchier.
Okay.
This doesn't stretch as much, but for what I'm doing, I find that it works fine.
Is it cheaper than the belly? Or does it matter?
No, I find that Andy hardly ever has bellies.
Okay.
That's been my experience with him, so I end up buying what he has on hand. Okay. You can order tooling bellies from Tandy. You can get the Tandy catalog. In fact, I have a Tandy catalog here if you want to look at it.
Is their leather more expensive? The Tandy?
I'd say Andy probably has the best deals.
Yeah.
Because he's a wheeler dealer kind of guy. He's
Okay.
he'll be like, oh, I'll give you that for,
Right.
He'll give you a deal, whatever.
He'll work with you.
Yeah, exactly. So he does it. They do it by the square foot, so it'll be like $2.75 a square foot instead of like $5.75 a square foot.
Oh, okay.
It's a
That's
it's enough of a
considerable
yeah,
difference.
it's a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I can show you the Tandy catalog, and you can see some of their prices. But I haven't bought from Andy for a while. But his is usually like $2.75, $3 per square foot,
Right.
which is cheap. The cheapest you'll find, I think, anywhere.
So, how long should I...
So this is ready to take back over to your spot.
And I thought I'd use the leaf pattern that the previous mask you made, to kind of use some of those folds as a guide.
Oh, you mean for like
That
the way
brown
this
one?
is? Yeah, so the way I did that was I curled the edges like that. See how that
And I love that.
edge curls up?
Yeah.
So, there's a couple ways you could do that. You could do it like this, or if you curled it the other way, then you get this kind of effect, which is a smoother, more tenderly looking effect. But I think for the leaves, curling them under kind of makes them look like dried leaves a little bit. Like it gives that texture of a curled edge of a leaf. Yeah. So I like to use that technique of curling it under like that. For the antlers, I would probably go like this and curl them the opposite way to get that smooth, bony kind of texture. So they'll be more like that.
So curl them back.
curl them in on them, under themselves, so that they're going to be more of a rounded, smooth look. It's going to look more like an antler.
Okay.
So that's like a different texture edge you can do, like that.
Great.
Anyway, I'll let you do that. You gotta experience it. I'll see how I can just flatten it out. So it's like,
right.
Good, yeah. And this, I feel we may have to reinforce this because that cut, it would have been, a little bit had a stronger base right there if that cut hadn't been made, because that might not stand up as well. But not to worry. We'll shape this, and then if we need to, we can always go on behind it and glue a piece of leather behind it, and that will hold it up.
Okay.
So, don't worry.
All right. Thank you.